Most of the unconscious bias is coming in is in the screening phase, when people are receiving the resumes, receiving the CVs, and they're deciding who to shortlist for the actual interview, because you tend to recruit people who are similar to yourself, who have similar values and cultural values to yourself, and that's not what's best for the organization. Blind recruitment basically is where you try to know as little as possible about the candidate before you actually interview them. When I say as little as possible, of course you need to know some background about them, you need to know what their major skill sets are, but you don't need to know what's their cultural background. You don't need to know what race they are, what religion they are. We talk to a lot of organizations in Hong Kong. I am seeing a shift to more and more organizations using blind recruitment and blind recruitment tools, because there's a complete shift in the type of people that they are looking for in the organization. And that's the way that recruitment is moving. It's moving a lot towards what can people do, what's their potential, rather than what's their history. It's not so important.
British Consulate General introduced blind recruitment a couple of years ago. It's one of the key tools to have at hand to ensure that we are addressing unconscious bias. We're also ensuring that we're addressing discrimination. When you're advertising vacancies, you're putting disclaimers that clearly highlights what the process is, so applicants can see none of the detail around gender, for example, or educational details, or backgrounds are highlighted. It encourages a lot broader pool of applicants to apply to work in your organizations. But the challenge doesn't stop there. It's equally imperative that when you get to the interview stage, it's absolutely critical that the interview panel themselves are trained in unconscious bias, which can ensure that no biases, no discrimination occurs when the interview process is going on.
Try it small scale first. You want to get buy-in. You don't want to recruit your next CEO using this method and then find that it didn't really work. What you want to do is start with maybe a junior post or a couple of junior posts and do a trial run. Show the benefits of that. Show the return on investment for that in terms of what that brought the organization in terms of diversity, and that will help you to get buy-in then for the success of that, and you gradually escalate that up to the more senior roles. And you might be using blind recruitment to bring on board your next CEO.